Welcome back for another video. In today's video we'll be looking at the top 100 greatest ever FPL managers, including their team selections, player ownership, transfer plans and more. If you want to keep up with what the greatest ever FPL managers are doing this season, don't forget to subscribe. Enjoy the video. With the many millions of FPL managers, just barely 100 meet the criteria to join our list. The criteria to join this list is a minimum of 4 top 1k finishes or a minimum of 7 top 10k finishes. They are undisputably the greatest managers to have ever played the game, with a record to prove it. We call them the Elite 100. That said, there's actually slightly more than 100, but to keep it simple, we'll mostly use percentages when going through their teams and moves. Let's start off with the Elite 100's team selections. By aggregating all of their teams together, we can arrive at a consensus team, which is a full squad of 15 players that they agree on having the most. One reasonable conclusion you could draw is that the higher percentage a player has, the more you should consider owning them. The Elite 100 template team is as follows. 5 changes to the team this game week as Ramsdale drops out following Arsenal's postponement and De Gea replaces him with 48% ownership. In defence, Trent returns to the team, as does Rudiger. Livramento and Reguilon subsequently drop out. Reguilon was withdrawn at half time after a booking which resulted in a 0-pointer, and Livramento wasn't in Southampton's matchday squad for the Tottenham game. In midfield, Salah returns to the team with 47% ownership. For the first time ever in 177 appearances, he failed to get a single point after missing his penalty. He finished the game with an XG of 1.69 but failed to score. He has one more match in Gameweek 21 against Chelsea before he'll depart for the African Cup of Nations, so the Elite 100 will have big decisions to make. Martinelli also drops out of the template team who had the postponement too, and Jota replaces him, who also had chances in the match against Leicester but failed to capitalise. Up top, Lacazette also drops out of the team and Josh King replaces him, who picked up an assist in Watford's loss against West Ham. We patiently await news of a potential double game week in 21 or 22, where some players such as King could be great value. Heading into Game Week 20, here's their transfer activity. 17% saved their transfer or activated their free hit, which we'll get to shortly. 49% were able to navigate Game Week 20 with their free transfers. 27% took a -4, 7% took a -8 and 1% took a -12. If we get a double game week 21 or 22, it would be no surprise to see the hits continue, as there's plenty of upside if you nail the double game week picks. At the time of recording, we've only had breadcrumbs to indicate which potential double game weeks we may get, so for now we'll need to wait patiently to await official confirmation. A quick look at the chip usage among the Elite 100 next. It was the last opportunity to use the first wildcard, and remarkably just one of the Elite 100 did not use theirs at any point. 1.2% activated the wildcard in Game Week 20 and 2.4% activated their free hit. We saw a significant number of free hits used in Game Week 19, which was a tougher game week to navigate. Unfortunately, you'd imagine every free hit draft had Salah included, and owners were incredibly unlucky to walk away empty-handed. Onto the Elite 100's transfers. Once again, the Elite 100's hands were forced by the postponements this game week, as all of the top 10 most popular transfers were Arsenal players, bar Foster, who's injured. 48 managers sold Ramsdale for De Gea, a sensible move on paper, as Arsenal had a blank followed by Man City and Spurs the next 2 game weeks, while Man United have good fixtures and a likely double game week soon. 16 managers sold Lacazette for Antonio, who got an assist in West Ham's win. Antonio was the biggest XG underperformer after Salah, failing to score with an XG of 0.63, so on another day they walk away with more. 9 managers opted to replace Foster with De Gea instead. You could argue that this season having 2 playing keepers is a sensible, safer approach, as you're potentially fielding 10 if there is a postponement that affects your keeper. Elsewhere, King, Brozier, Calvert-Lewin, Kane and Edouard were all brought in as Lacazette replacements. The Everton vs Newcastle match was unfortunately postponed too. Everton's fixtures are looking much better, and Calvert-Lewin could be one of those to watch. He's not played since Game Week 3, but scored in all 3 of the opening games before his long-term injury. However, he may need a match or 2 to get back into full swing. We'll finish by looking at how the Elite 100 managers are ranking currently. Their ranks are categorised into 5 areas: top 10k, top 100k, top 500k, top 1 mil and outside top 1 mil. The breakdown is as follows. At the time of recording, there's 3 matches left to play, but due to another tight turnaround, the video had to be uploaded today. As it stands, there's 2% ranked within the top 10k, 38% within the top 100k, 82% within the top 500k, 95% within the top 1 mil, and just 5% outside the top 1 mil. The top ranked manager is still Finn Solly, who's currently ranked 2k, and he was the manager who took the very bold -12 in Gameweek 20, which included selling Ramsdale, Alonso, Smith Rowe and Lacazette for De Gea, Dyer, Son and Brozier. Despite that, he's only dropped 400 places as it stands. That concludes this video on the Elite 100, thanks for watching. We'll be following them closely throughout the season. If you'd like to keep up with the top 100 greatest managers this season, make sure you're subscribed. Likewise, if you enjoyed the video, please remember to leave a like. I read every comment, so let me know what you thought of the Elite 100's teams.